Welcome to this class on statistics. You will be learning questions on mean, median, mode, and also how to interpret data analysis questions. So let's start. For this table, find the median and mode. You're given the weight and the number of consumers. So we start with the weight as X and number of consumers as frequency, and we calculate the cumulative frequency table. So cumulative frequency less than or equal to 5 is 25, less than or equal to 10 will be 25 plus 20, 45, less than or equal to 15 will be 45 plus 30, 75, and less than or equal to 20 is 75 plus 10, which is 85. Now the mode is the most frequently occurring distribution, and you can see that it is 30 as the maximum frequency is 30 for 15, so the mode is 15. Now for the median, we divide the sum of the cumulative frequencies by 2. So 85 by 2 is 42.5, and we look at the cumulative frequency closest to 42.5 and above it. So that will be 45, and the corresponding value is X. So your median will be 10. Okay, coming to the next question, it's a question on range. If the range of the set 3, 7, 13, 17, n is 2n, find n. N is a natural number. Now, if n is less than or equal to 3, then your range will be 17 minus 3, which will be, this is if n is greater than or equal to 3, not less than or equal to 3. So if n is greater than or equal to 3, the range will be 17 minus 3, which is 14. And 14 is 2n because the range is 2n according to your calculations here. So n is 7. So if n is greater than 17, then your range according to your calculations will be n minus 3 because 17 will be the bigger number. Keep in mind that range is the biggest number minus smallest number. So n minus 3 will give you 2n, and in that case n equal to minus 3, which is not possible because n is a natural number. If n is less than 3, your range will be, the smallest number is n, so your range is 17 minus n, which is 2n. So n is 17 by 3, which is again not possible because n is a natural number. So your answer is, your n is 7. That's the only possible value. Now we come to data interpretation questions. So we are given a graph here of the number of students who played a number of games. It's a bar chart. So the first question goes something like this. If no student plays more than one sport, what is the approximate number of students who play some sport? So we look at the sum. Basketball is 50, then baseball is 50, basketball is 60, field hockey will be 32, golf lacrosse will be 32, then lacrosse will be 50, soccer will be 70, then softball will be 38, tennis will be 37, and truck and field will be around 75. So you'll get the sum as 444. So approximately 444 number of students played some sport. Okay, question B. If there are a total of 1194 students in the school, approximately what percentage of the students play some sport? We just saw that 444 students play some sport. So approximate number out of the total number, that will be 444 by 1194 into 100%. So that will give you 37.1%. So approximately 37.1% of the students play some sport. Find by how much the number of students who play soccer is more than the number of students who play baseball. Number of students who play baseball, as you can see from the graph, is 50, and number of students who play soccer is 70. So by what number is it more? Will be 70 minus 50 by 50 into 100%, and that percentage will be 40%. There's another graph here which shows the number of representatives for 4 states from 1793 to 1843, and you have 4 states, Virginia, Pennsylvania, New York and Kentucky, which are shown by these graphs. So how many of these 4 states had more representation in 1833 than 1793? So you can see that the first state has, that is Virginia has more representation in 1833. Then if I start with New York, New York also has more representation in 1833. Then if we start with Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania has more representation. Even Virginia has slightly more representation in 1833. So we can see that all the 4 states had the more representation in 1833 than 1793. Okay, the next question is, which state had the highest percentage increase in the number of representatives from 1793 to 1843? So I've listed the states and written the increase. So Virginia, you can see 1793 to 1843 will be 17 to 20. 17 to 20 here. This is Virginia, which is 17 to 20. And then you can see that you have Pennsylvania is 12.5 to 25, New York is 10 to 34, Kentucky is 0 to 10. So we can say that looking at the graph, New York has the highest percentage increase. The next question is, in which of the years did Pennsylvania and Virginia have the same number of representatives? So if you look at the graph, Virginia and Pennsylvania have the same number of representatives in 1813. It's coinciding in 1813. So your answer is 1813. So we have seen a few questions on statistics and how to read a bar chart and a line graph. So thank you and stay tuned.